Welcome back to the channel. I'm joined with another CC man, Ciarán Carlin CC. Hello, Ciarán.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me. Really excited.
My team's going to destroy your team.
No, my team will beat your team, bro.
My team will beat your team.
No,
Do you know what? I've had second thoughts. Get off the channel. Get off. We are doing a best Premier League 11. I'm picking mine, he's picking his. The only caveat is you can only choose one player from a club. So if I select Haaland, I can't then have De Bruyne in mind. So we've individually picked. Let's start off, Ciarán. Who have you got in goal?
He's got tiny arms, but a brave face. It's Jordan Pickford.
What was your reasoning behind this?
So, as you'll find out, I built my team from the front backwards. I thought that was the best way to figure it out. Pickford, I think he gets a lot of crap, and sometimes deservedly so, but I wanted good ball distribution. Because the other option really was Nick Pope. And to be quite honest, after that England game, he for sure cannot kick the ball. Pickford can. I think he has a lot of good saves in him. Sometimes he has a mistake, but that's just the way of the warrior. It is what it is, and I will take those mistakes for the benefit of getting one assist from him every 2 years.
I was the same. I went with Pickford. I thought it was the only shout that made sense based around the team. And it would be very, very anticlimactic if me and you have picked the same 11. So let's move on to right back and see where we're going. I'll start us off. In the right back position, of course, I have gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is a generational... No, I haven't. I haven't done that. I have not done that. I've gone with Reece James.
Hey!
We got the same right back! Oh, it's Chelsea's best player this season, and it just made the most sense to me, right?
Yeah, I think if I was thinking the best option at the moment was Reece James.
Straight into centre-backs, let's...
Yeah, so the first one is Van Dijk.
Ooh, this season, yeah?
Yeah, so I've gone based on the fact that, you know, it's not been incredible this season for him so far. You know, he keeps putting his arms behind the back and is getting mugged off, to be honest. But he also does have Alexander-Arnold not doing anything. Right. So I just think as a whole, it's not necessarily a problem with him. Class is permanent, as we all know.
But I've gone with Saliba as my first centre-back. Arsenal had a lot of players to choose from. This man is looking like the best centre-back in the Prem. It was a pretty obvious choice for me. And to partner him, I've gone with Joachim Anderson.
Oh, I did seriously consider him. I like him.
Yeah, it was between Anderson and Zaha in choosing a Palace player, not playing centre-back. What did you do, Ciarán? Who is your Van Dijk partner?
Similar wavelength. Saliba. It's got to be Saliba, yeah, surely.
Saliba. Moving into left-back. Similar reasoning to Van Dijk for you. I've gone with Robertson. I know he's not had the best season, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking he's still a good player. In a good team, I think he'd be solid. If you asked him to defend, he can defend. If you asked him to go forward, he can go forward.
It's interesting that we both, for Liverpool players, we both resorted to defenders considering the amount of goals they're conceding. My left-back choice is, I'll give you 2 guesses and you will not get it.
Mitchell at Palace?
Nope.
Bloody. Surely not Malacia at United.
No, I've gone for 8 Nori.
Oh, okay.
I like him. We've been linked to him a bunch at City, and he's a tricky little bugger. He's rough around the edges, he's raw around the edges, but he'll be making the crowd roar the team on because he'll be flying down the wing, leaving us exposed, but it will be bloody good fun. Got quite a good potential.
Central defensive midfield. There's a few options you could have here. Right, this is my thought process. You could go Rice at West Ham. That's the obvious choice. You could go Rodri, but then you're missing out on Haaland. I've gone with the Portuguese sensation, the tequila song himself, Palhinha. We stole it from Arsenal.
Of course you have.
I think it's the best shout. I think it's the best shout in this team because I think Palhinha, other than Haaland, is the signing of the summer in the Premier League. You could maybe have Saliba, but that's a technicality because he was already an Arsenal player. Obviously, Haaland takes that crown, but Palhinha for Fulham, 1 game without him and they lose 4-1 at home, most interceptions in the league, most tackles in the league. He's a freak.
Hey, I did not know that about Fulham. I'm not going to lie. I just like to see when Mitro scores. I'm like, well, that's fun, isn't it? I've gone for Newcastle. I've gone for Bruno Guimaraes, however you say it.
If you can spell it, the surname, I will give you £20.
Guimarães. S. No, I missed an A. He is a CDM according to Transfermarkt. I always just forget who's where because when you watch City, everyone plays everywhere. Yeah, he gets the goal from time to time. I quite like him. He's quite forward-thinking. I just think CDM.
I completely back it. I mean, I can't lie. He's in my team as well, so we might as well put it up there now. Yeah. He is going to be playing more of that for me. If Gundogan left, I think Bruno Guimaraes could be insane for Manchester City. So I've got him and Polina in there. That's my 2. Who else have you got?
So I've also got Pascal Gross.
Love it.
In there.
Love it.
Just doing for me, he's doing the Gund one. He's the centre mid. I want one that's sort of in the middle, one that's a little bit more attacking, and then what's a little bit more defending. But they can all sort of switch around if that's what the play has dictated at the time. Wherever the ball has bounced, they'll find it. And they'll pass it back or forwards or left or right. Yeah, Pascal Gross, he's just killing it at Brighton.
Yeah, he's a good player. Very good player. And Brighton, who else could you really... I mean, Webster maybe?
Yeah, I thought about Trossard. Yeah, I did have him in.
But... so you have got a midfield 2 there. You're going to need something even... I think I know who you've got. I think we've got the same third midfielder. Should we do a little 3-2-1?
Yeah.
2-1.
Madison.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah. Ball knowledge.
It might be recent. It might be recency bias because he did just score a banger yesterday.
He's a good player. He deserves to be on the plane. He's a good footballer, right?
He deserves to be on any plane. Get him a holiday. Get him away from Leicester.
I think he's good. I think he's got good balance in mind. But you said yourself you're going for attack and inshallah.
That's that should be like a tactic on FIFA. Just attack and inshallah.
Pep stood there with the board behind, like attack and inshallah. You want to start with your right wing shout? Who have you gone with?
He's usually shunted on the left wing, but you know what? They could play anywhere. Heung-min Son.
Love it. I've got Son in mind.
Just he'd been ball knowledge. You can't script this. He struggled so far this season, but he got Golden Boot last year. Was it shared? Finally, he got 1 goal and then just scored 2 worldies immediately after. And so I think he's back on song. Yeah,
that's his name, and then it's also a saying.
On Heung-min Son, brutally underrated.
I've got him in left wing. You've got him in right wing. My right wing, purely because I just like vibes. And Brazilian samba. I want to see spinning. I want to see dyed blonde hair, legs. His leg flops about over the ball, like he moves his leg from right. I've gone with Anthony. He's had an incredible start to the season. This is more based on the fact that, of course, there's better right wingers in the league than Anthony, at least proven. But this boy's come in 2 games. He's done all he could do. Arsenal scored a worldie. City 4-0 down. It takes a lot to just not let your head drop. And he's done unbelievable. He's dribbled past Jack Grealish, one of the best defenders in the league. And he's just peached an absolute curler.
That goal was absolutely outrageous.
So
just out of
good.
Nowhere. Just there's one angle of it and it's just the bend on it. It's just unbelievable. I've actually, because of that, it doesn't matter how many touches someone has, unless you, I don't know, maybe a centre midfielder. It matters what you do with those touches. And he's scored 2 goals in 2 games. And can you ask for much more?
So who's your left winger? If you've got Son on the right,
I've gone for Zaha. Okay?
Yeah, it has to be between him and Anderson for Palace players, surely.
Yeah, I just think he's just talismanic for Crystal Palace.
Final position, the striker. This is a really, really tough one, guys. There's the obvious choice here, and I have obviously gone with Diego Costa. He's got more Premier League titles than Haaland.
It's true.
It's just...
He's got the aggression.
Do we even need to say anything? Robot Boy goes into both our teams, I imagine.
Haaland. Haaland. Round a bunch of German words and more German words. Haaland.
Ridiculous.
It's absolutely insane. I've seen him play in person and it's even more insane than you can possibly imagine. He's an absolute monster and he's on track to get 65 goals. 65 goals in a season. Before he goes for a morning piss, he scored a goal. That's this guy.
He's got a full-size goal next to his bed and he just whacks it in.
I just cannot believe what I'm seeing.
He could move to Real Madrid at 25 with the Premier League goal-scoring record under his wing.
Oh my
Lord. I want everyone in the comment section to give me their 11. It's quite hard to choose, so let us know. But I also want to know, Ciarán, who would be your manager of this team? You've got a lot of egos in there.
Yeah,
a lot of egos.
Pep wouldn't put up with a single ego.
Zaha would be shagging Pep's daughter. He'd be like 100.
I'm going to go Klopp. Accommodate mistakes from younger players. He'll try and throw them in like Nori.
With Derby was an interesting shout, very attacking at Shakhtar, and also you get to hear every time your team plays a derby.
Yeah, so every game's a
derby.
It's Derby day. Every day.
Thank you, Ciarán, so much for coming on the channel. I absolutely love having you here. If you aren't aware, Ciarán is a man.
Rumours are true.
His links are in the description. Of course, subscribe to him. Give any love on this video if you've enjoyed it, and let us know your teams in the comment section. We've done a Premier League predictions on Ciarán's channel as well. That link is in the description. Go and watch me absolutely ace it. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Ciarán, for coming on, mate.
Thank you for having me. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for my second cap. I got no more words. I ran out of words.